The gentleman from Alexandria, Mr. Englin.
Mr. Speaker, point of personal privilege.
Gentleman has the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, earlier this session we had a vigorous debate about a new rule that many of us on this side of the aisle feel was imposed upon us by the majority, which allows the Rules Committee to refer bills directly to the floor without recommendation. During the debate on that rule, the distinguished majority leader told us that this rule would be used during extraordinary circumstances of great importance to the people of the Commonwealth. Well, we now find ourselves in exactly that kind of situation, where the overwhelming majority of Virginians demand that we act on legislation to protect them and their families from secondhand smoke. Last week, the ABC and Gaming Subcommittee killed every single piece of legislation in this area. While the subcommittee did allow the two sides of the issue to present its case, the end result was apparently a foregone conclusion because the chair of the subcommittee told the press the next day, and I quote, "We're waiting on those Senate bills so we can kill those too." In one particularly egregious case, my friend, the gentleman from Arlington, Delegate Brink, sat there in the subcommittee for more than an hour with his witnesses, and the subcommittee chair ultimately refused to let the gentleman's bill be heard. He wasn't even able to have a chance to present his bill. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I won't belabor the science of this issue, but suffice it to say that it's been settled. Secondhand smoke causes devastating illness and disease. But what ought to be more important to the members of this body, the People's House, is that the people have also spoken. 75% of Virginia voters support a statewide law to ban smoking inside all public buildings, workplaces, including offices, restaurants, and bars. 66% say they strongly support a statewide smoke-free law. 82%, including 58% of smokers, believe the right of customers and employees to breathe clean air in restaurants and bars is more important than the right of smokers to smoke in those places. And 88%, I'll say that again, 88% of Virginia voters agree that workers should be protected from secondhand smoke in the workplace. The good news for all of us is that the Senate has sent us smoke-free legislation that's scheduled to be heard this afternoon in that same House subcommittee. At the very least, ladies and gentlemen, we have a duty to have a full, fair, and open hearing on this issue and an opportunity for the people to be heard. Therefore, I urge the members of the ABC and Gaming Subcommittee and the subsequent full General Laws Committee, even if you oppose the legislation, please at least move and vote to re-refer these bills to the Rules Committee so the Rules Committee can use the rule designed for these kinds of extraordinary circumstances to send the bills to the floor with no recommendation. Then let's each of us stand with the 75% of Virginians who want these bills to pass and let their voices be heard.